Good afternoon, all my Yarney friends. This is Jamie from Redbird Stitches. I hope everybody is doing well on this Saturday afternoon. It's been a busy week. I have some really great things to show you guys. But first of all, I'd like to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little time with me. Also, I want to say thank you to my current subscribers that have been with me along the way. It truly is appreciated when you like and share and make comments in the comment section. It helps us to get the algorithm to boost my podcast on the YouTube streets. So I just want to say thank you so much for your time. Time is very precious, and so thank you. Also, I wanted to let you know that you can reach out to me. All my information will be listed in the description box. My Facebook, Instagram, and email address. So you're welcome to stop by and see any of those things as well. And my Etsy shop. So with that, I'm gonna get started. First of all, I figured we could talk about some whips that I've been working on. Sorry about that. As you guys know, I do not a lot of craft shows. Typically, I do maybe 2 or 3 a year. I know that's not a lot. One of them is I belong to an art guild, and typically one of them is 6 weeks long. We have it's an art building where they also have plays and musicals and things like that, so we can set up and keep our things displayed for like 6 weeks at a time, right around Thanksgiving to Christmas time. So that's a big one, but unfortunately it's been under renovations this year, and I don't think we're going to be able to get in it. So I'll probably do a few like smaller shows, one day, couple hour shows. But anyway, for those, I do make some cute chickens. I do the Oak and Marlow pattern. I bought it off of Etsy. I love that pattern. It's very easy. It's minimal sew, and they come out adorable. So I wanted to show you guys my work in progress. I want to get your opinion. This one is a bit bigger than what I typically make, but here she is. She's just, I haven't sewn her up yet. She's stuffed in here. I have some acrylic. At a thrift store, I found some acrylic crystals. They're about that big. And so I put them in a baggie in the bottom. So she's weighted, which is nice. So I wanted to show you the eyeballs that I have. And I think I need bigger ones. So I'm gonna show you guys and see what your opinion is. You're just gonna have to imagine her with her comb. But these are the eyeballs that I have, and they're super cute. They're pink. They have like a pink background. Let me get them pinched together so you can kind of. Actually, I'm gonna put them on the back end so that because it's sewn at the back end, and I won't have to pinch it close. It'll kind of stay. But I think I need bigger eyeballs for her. So you tell me what you think. You guys think she needs big? I know they're not like placed exactly, but do you think that she needs bigger eyeballs? Or do you think these are okay? I was thinking of purchasing some big ones off of Etsy. There's a lady that's on YouTube too, and she's really good. She does a lot of amigurumi. Her name is Tasha. I'll link her down at the bottom. She has great patterns, and she makes her own, she does her own painting on the eyeballs and does the gel polish. And so anyway, but I know it's hard to imagine, with the comb, it'll be about that much higher. But do you think she needs bigger eyes? So if you could vote on that, that would be great. If I could get a couple comments, that would be awesome. So anyway, I made her. I have chickens already, but I got this yarn from the yarn swap at the library that we had a couple weeks ago. So I started out making her she's super soft and cuddly. Oh my goodness, she's so wonderful. So I don't know, this is how much I had left. I didn't weigh it yet, but it's enough to do a real teeny little baby chicken. So I'll probably do that. It's not enough to do a nest for her. So, cause sometimes I'll do 2 colors together, but I think I'm gonna make a little small chicken, cause you know, why waste the big chunky yarn when it goes by so fast, right? So anyway, that I just wanted to like reiterate, you can make really cute things without spending a ton of money, you know, because like I got that yarn at a yarn swap. It was basically free. I brought my own yarn that I no longer wanted, you know, and the weighted beads that I got, they were at a thrift store. I've seen stuff like that at garage sales. So if keep your mind, you know, keep it in the back of your mind. If you see stuff that you think you could use at, you know, in your crafts, by all means, if you're good with, you know, thrifting and taking a peek at stuff. So anyway, so I just want to talk about that. Now, this next project is amazing. It is amazing, I must say. I have been wanting to make the retro / vintage over the oven towel holders, like you crochet the loop and button it, and then the towel hangs. It could be from your dishwasher, it could be from your oven, it could be from your refrigerator door. Anyway, I had tried this is my second pattern that I tried, and I love it. It is phenomenal. So I'm gonna show it to you. I can't do a tutorial on it because it's somebody else's tutorial, but I'm gonna give you her link so that you can go to her channel. Her name is, let me see here, Hooked on Color by MJ. And again, I'll have that linked down in the description box. She does such a phenomenal tutorial. It's amazing. So what you do first, here is, I started working on it. So this is a towel that I purchased at the Goodwill. Okay, I'm not the Goodwill, sorry, at the thrift, no, not at the thrift store, I'm a ding dong. At the dollar store, okay? It's brand new from the dollar store, and it has the printing on both sides, okay? Some tutorials, they will have you cut the towel in half, and then they say you get 2 towels out of it. So I did that. That's the one I used the first time. And then you have to use a sharp object to poke the holes through the top of the towel. And so I was using like an awl, okay? And I would poke a hole through the towel, and then I would yarn sew it to be able to use to crochet to. It didn't really come out that great. Okay, I didn't like how the rough edge of the towel after you washed it, even though you folded it over and sewed it, you could see the rough edge of the towel. And I was like, yeah, I don't care for this, the way this looked. And so I still wanted to make them. So I was thumbing through YouTube and I came across Hooked on Color by MJ. And her, like I said, her tutorial is phenomenal. So what she has you do, I'm just gonna fold it in half, or fold it so you can see. You sew, it's the blanket stitch. It's super easy. I'm not great at sewing, but it is easy, okay? She shows you exactly what to do, step by step, slowly, and she's a very good teacher. So she has you go ahead and do this every like 1/2 inch type thing, and you use, I'm going to show you, a sharp pointed end needle, okay? And that's all you have to do for that part. And you can, I didn't know, like when I first started crocheting, I didn't know that you could actually well, this eye of this needle is obviously bigger, okay? But you can actually thread smaller yarn through a regular eye of a needle when you use the threader thing. So anyway, just FYI. So she has you do that all the way across, okay? See how that is? It's very neatly done. And then you tuck, I didn't do this tail because she had, well, this is, I'm still working. That's my working end. This is the tail I haven't done yet. But what she has you do is you hide the tail in here. See it right there? It's kind of hidden, but not really. But it's fastened, it's perfectly fine. And then I just put a clip at the bottom here so that it would, just stay nice and neat. And so what you do is you single crochet all across, and each row on the beginning and the end, you do a single crochet decrease, okay? And so, so that makes it taper in until you get to 8 stitches. And then when you have like 8 stitches left, that's when you crochet the tab that you fold over the appliance, and then you fasten, you sew a button right about here. And so, so anyway, it comes out amazing. I love it. And what she does, so I bought these towels at the dollar store because they're like my practice, So but what she does, and it makes sense, is she buys the kitchen towels at Hobby Lobby when they're on sale they usually go like 40% off is like their regular price. And then at the end of the season, sometimes they're at 50% off. So, and some of them are packs of 2 or 3 towels. So you're getting them almost at the same price as the dollar store. Maybe it's like $2 a piece when it's like a 3-pack. You know what I mean? And so, so yeah. So you get a better quality towel. Might be a little bit fluffier, might have, some embroidery on it. And so you can still make a nice towel and not spend a huge amount of money. And this is a great stash buster, that's great. This is actually part of, I had a skein of red heart blue and from when I first started. And so I remember I worked on Baxter's bed. So this is what was left over from it. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys that. I'm looking at my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, that was it. So I really like this. I really like the way this turned out. And I made one for a friend who is just moving into a new home. Her husband passed away maybe about a year ago, and so she's downsizing. And so she's having a housewarming little gathering. And so I made her one and a washcloth to go with it as a little housewarming present. So I wanted to show you guys that. And like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and link in the description the YouTube color, what is it called? Hooked on Color by MJ. I'll hook her. Get my words mixed up. I will write her information in the description box so you guys can check her out. So again, I can't teach the tutorial because it's her tutorial, and but I can show it to you, and you can make them, and you can go check her out. She's got a lot of great stuff. She's I think from Oregon. So next thing I want to talk about is I've been working on my squares for my subscribers wall hanging. I started my orange. I didn't fasten off yet or tie it all on yet, so I got to do that. And I'm going to use this color for the leaves. And so Seta remember you guys, I asked Seta if I could use her idea, and she said yes, and I sent her my orange to put on her blanket. And so this past week, I think it was yesterday, she had a episode of her channel come out, and she featured my orange square that's going to be added to her blanket. And she showed her blanket. It's absolutely amazing. And so she had a couple great ideas, like when people send me their squares, to label it so I know who it was later on, you know, because you forget, you know, who added a square. But I'm originally from upstate New York, so I want to do one that represents New York State. And so I think I'm kind of torn. I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do, because we grew up around the Macintosh apples, and oh my gosh, they're so good. But then I'm also torn because, you know, I'm basically from the foothills of the Adirondacks. I'm from Plattsburgh, New York. That's where I was born. And so right on Lake Ontario, Lake Champlain. And so the Adirondacks are my location of choice when it comes to the fall. You know, the fall leaves, oh my goodness, they're just so gorgeous. So it's a toss-up. I think I'm gonna do a maple leaf, because I've already done a piece of fruit. So that's kind of what my reasoning was. And then I have to make one that represents my husband, because he is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I want to do the state symbol, which is called it's a Zia sign. So I want to do that to represent him. So that way, at least I have a few squares to start off with, you know, attach. And then Seta showed her audience the squares that she's sending me. And she was so kind she did 3 squares, you guys. And that was so nice, because I don't have anything to attach them to. You know, I don't have anything to attach mine to. So that was just so sweet. So she's lived in Alaska. She's in Texas now. And I can't remember the third place where her birthplace was. So anyway, I'm so excited. I can't wait to receive hers and attach them together. And it's, you know, it doesn't have to be exact, you know, measurements 5 by 5, because what she did on her blanket was she just crocheted borders, you know, wide ones, thin ones. If the person sent her a narrow one, she just extended the border around the piece so that it fit in with her blanket. And she's actually got, like, she has 2. So one is really big, and then she started on a second one. So, and she's got like a little bit of a stack of ones that she needs to attach to her second project. So anyway, I just thought that was beautiful. If you want to participate as a subscriber and be on my subscriber, I'm going to say it's a wall hanging at this point. Please go ahead and email me a request, and I will give you, I don't have a PO box, so I will send you an address to send the square to. So that's why I ask you to email me, because I don't want to put an address out in the YouTube streets for just the masses. So anywho, so that is that. And now I want to show you what I've been working on. You know, I love that little capelet, that Bagaudet crochet. She has a tutorial that is so simple, and it comes out absolutely adorable. So I purchased, I only have one bit of this skein left, but it's like peacock colors, and I love this yarn by Hobby Lobby. It was on sale this summer for their summer sale. Originally it's $4.99. I got it for $2.49, and the colorway is Peacock Tails. And it's the Okotex, which is nice, Okotex Standard, and the pattern is called Print. So it is 100% acrylic, a number 4 weight yarn, 252 yards, and it says to use a 5.5 millimeter hook. So with that, I also have, this one is for my aunt. I haven't made her anything specific yet. So, and as you remember, I bought a scarf. It was an infinity scarf at the Goodwill. And I took it apart and unraveled it. And so I got this big cake of sequined. It's like a white, it's a pretty good white color, and it has a silver, that's what the sequins are attached to, the silver threading. See that right there? It looks, I think that's like silk. It looks like silk to me. So it's attached to this threading right here. Okay, that's where the sequins are. And then there's a halo piece of yarn. See that? So I got a pretty good sized ball because this is probably about a third of it I've used. So I put them together. So I've been holding these two yarns together. Okay, the peacock tails, and it sounds like cocktails, peacock tails, and this sequin yarn. And this, I started working on this last night, and this is what we have so far. I can turn it around. I'll probably finish it tomorrow. I don't have time tonight, but this is what we have. Isn't that pretty? The colorway, I'm making sure you guys can see it. So yeah, it's coming out beautiful. It has the pretty white, it's like a merled look now. And then it has the sequins, and she's gonna be so surprised. She wears a lot of turquoise and navy. I mean, I wanna keep this. I was like, oh man, I should have just kept it, but I got another one already, So yeah, that's the colors, that's what it's coming out to be. And I'm using a bigger hook than I'm not using a 5.5 because it would have been too stiff. See, I want it to be a little bit floppy because, you know, you want it to lay nice. So I am using a, let's see, where's my hook? Oh, no glasses up there. I'm using a 7mm. It's my Furls hook. And so you see it's an inline hook. It's super easy to use. It's a nice and shiny. It's not a matte finish, so it slips really well through the yarn. And so it's really coming out beautiful, and I really like it, and she's gonna be super surprised. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, so I'm using this beautiful sequined, giving it a little sparkle because this yarn is very pretty, but it has that, see how it has that, yeah, it's like I want to say like a jean dye, you know what I mean? I don't know what that would be considered. Blaze is whining, he wants to come in, but he's outside right now, he's okay. Now, so those are all my whips. And so I want to show you my finished objects. So I've been busy this week, very busy, very, very busy. So my finished objects, I finished my knitted washcloth. I just used a different colorway here because I finished up this color. So I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna learn how to attach another color, which I did successfully. And so yeah, that's my last knitted washcloth because I'm going to graduate to a wearable project. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's gonna be in the garter stitch because, you know, that's what I'm used to doing. So it's gonna be a simple garter stitch, probably a scarf. I was thinking of the Sophie scarf, which I really love. So I was thinking of doing that. I'm just gonna get a sip of my Coke real quick. So that's done. Now this, I was telling you about the gift that I made for my friend who's just moved into her new home. And so I did two things. this is the finished towel topper. It's got fuzz there. And there. There's always a plethora of fuzz in a yarn room. So it's a season everything with love. So I made her this one, again, on a cotton towel from the dollar store. But see, that's the blankets that you can see it better on this one because it's not dark navy blue on blue. So I think it came out great. I think it looks nice. I think she'll like it. And then I made this washcloth to go with it out of plain cotton. And the stitch, remember I bought this crochet stitch dictionary. So I went through this and I thought, and I'm like, I need to start using this. I need to start, you know, using the book I bought. So I thumbed through it and I'm like, this cross hatch stitch looks fun to do, a little bit something different. So what I did was I wrote the date in it that I made and what I made with this stitch, just so that I can keep track of which ones I've made. So, so yeah, that is my book. And I think it came out pretty cute. Something different. I mean, you don't have to use the same stitches. It's a washcloth, a dishcloth. So I didn't make it huge. You know, I like this size. I don't like big giant ones to wring out all this water and slop it all over the countertops and whatnot. So I like them about the size of my hand. And I'm sure my friend Irene is going to appreciate it too. So that's the little gift I'm going to give her. I think that's pretty cute as a housewarming gift. And I used my filet crochet bookmark. I did that pattern test for SEK Designs, I think her name is, Sarah. So yeah, so I made that. Now, for last but not least, this baby is complete. And I absolutely am in love with my asymmetrical shawl. She is gorgeous. She's got like beautiful confetti, and so you can, obviously you can wear it multiple ways. The way that I like it, because sometimes my shoulders get cold. So I made it long enough to where I can have the V in the front, and then I can wrap it around my shoulders and then cross it in the back. So I just like cross it in the back. So I have a tail here, okay? See? I'm gonna stand up so you guys can see it in a minute once I get it on. And then I move this side over here, and it's wide enough to put it on my shoulders and still have the tails up front. Like something like that. And then I have a pin, but I forgot to bring it in here. So I'm gonna stand up so you guys can see this and step back. I have my shorts on because it's 1,000 degrees. But this is that's one way you can wear it. And I like that way. Like of course, if somebody was here, they could help me like spread it out a little bit, because there's probably like that much more room I could get for my back if my back was cold. But I like the shoulder part covering my shoulders because they get cold. So that's one way. Then you could do it the traditional way. See, this is the wide part. I have to be taller. See, that's the end. That's how wide I did it, okay? And this is the beginning. See? So you could wear it like I showed you, or you could wear it like this. It's plenty big enough to wear like this, right? Like that. And then, oops, it's stuck in my earring. There. Or you could like strength, you know, get these rumpled up a little bit because it's really light. It's super light. You could do it even tighter just around your neck, you know, like this, and just have it be like just all gorgeousness. So that's it. You guys can imagine how to style it your own way, but she is done. She's glorious. And I used 2 hanks of this. It is La Bien Amie. It's French from Paris. They are on Instagram. It is 74% baby suri and 26% mulberry silk. The color is YOLO, you only live once, and it was 328 yards per hank. So that's what I did. I still have, and you can see it, it's very right underneath the green. I have one more cake right there. So I'm contemplating, I think I've been thinking about, I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't wanna use it right now, but I've been contemplating doing a Sophie scarf out of this, you know, so I have a small, you know, little scarf with all the color, or I have the big shawl slash giant scarf. And you know, you wouldn't think it's warm, you know, it's so fine. It's like a number, I don't even know if it's on here. It doesn't say what this, you know, like, you know, the size of the strand is, but I would say it's like a 1. You know, I wouldn't even, I don't, let me look at one more thing. Yeah, it doesn't say it. No, it doesn't say it. So I don't know, I would consider it like a 1 or a 0. I don't really know a lot about that whole thing, but I'll show you guys that it's super thin. My hoops keep getting stuck. But that's how thin it is. I mean, it's just literally a string. And it's absolutely divine. It's perfect for Florida. It's so squishy and so soft. It's like cotton candy. I keep saying that. So I was so glad to get that done, and I think I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. I have a meeting tomorrow morning, and I think I'm gonna wear it tomorrow. So I have to pick out an outfit to wear it with, because I mean, we're in Florida. It's blasted AC, you know, 10 months of the year, and it's always cold. When you're inside, you freeze to death after you sit down for a while. So that's what I'm up to. Great things. This week's gonna be a busy week. I have a bunch of appointments. I have my guild meeting Monday, and so I've got to get some paperwork ready for that. And so, yeah, that's what I've been working on. I would love to hear what you guys have been working on. I would love to see your pictures, and, you know, if you want to send some, tell me what you're doing. What are you doing with your summer? Have you been to the beach yet? Any traveling? I'm not traveling until the fall, but we did get to go to the beach last week just for one day, and it was phenomenal. It was beautiful. It was really beautiful. We were in the Gulf of America. Actually, it's the Gulf of Mexico. They didn't change the maps. So, yeah, so we went over there to Venice Beach, and it was wonderful. So I don't want to keep you all day. It's already a half an hour's gone by. I'm sure you have better things to do, lots of things to do. But if you enjoyed my video, if you could give it a like, if you could share me across the YouTube streets, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will link the pattern / tutorial for the towel toppers. I think they're absolutely fabulous, and they don't take long to work up. And they're great little gifts. You know, you could go, I'm not sure if my dollar store has, I know I saw some Halloween decor already. I didn't go in the kitchen area to see if they had any seasonal towels, but I know they carry them. So I'm just not sure if they've come into stock yet. But I mean, it's great little gifts. Perfect. Great for teachers, great for, you know, caregivers, appreciation gifts. And I don't think there's anyone on the planet that couldn't use a new dishcloth and kitchen towel. So with that, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you have a great week. And I look forward to seeing your comments in the comment section, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.